What's up, everybody? Patrick LaRouche here from Evolve Restorative Therapy. You can find me at livepainfreeprocess.com. I have a pain-free concierge service that helps people eliminate pain for the long haul, but not just in the physical world. We're talking about it mentally as well as emotionally. What we're dealing with is the last week of the year for me. Last video, we're going to be talking about clearing up neck pain and clearing it up good. So first week we talked about getting access to your emotional side, learning that there's something that your body's trying to get you to notice, see what's happening in your world. So it's stopping you from looking at the rest of the world and focusing on your problem. Very easy way to spin a positive spin on neck pain, right? Then we have to understand how to spool down your central nervous system, get that to calm down. Then we talked about trigger point work, and now we're taking our action steps. Once our central nervous system has spooled down, take your action steps, trigger point work. Now we have to get the whole area to communicate. So we're doing that through the world of the stretching. All I want you to do now is grab your best as you can, your hands behind your shoulders, like so. If you can't, just grab your elbows, your wrist, and pull down. What we're doing here is locking your shoulders in place. What that does is allows you to stabilize what's happening in your neck. Grab it down, lock it down, and once you do that, you should start to feel a stretch in your scalenes right around here. Get that to go. This is the first place I want you to do is I want you just to stay here for a second. And normally I teach people deep breath down on your lower abdomen. Now I want you to take that big breath, right? I want you to go down, take that big deep breath, stick your chest out, and then let it out. Let your body drop. Take that big deep breath in your chest, pull down your shoulders, let it out. What you're doing now is stretching out your scalenes, all the muscles around your first rib, pulling down. Now, once you do that a couple times, I want you now to bring your head over ever so slightly. We're not talking about breaking your neck. We're not talking ear to shoulder here, because that breaks your neck. You're now going to pull down. Your shoulder should allow a little bit more weight, and you're going to think a 45-degree angle the opposite way. What you're going to start to feel is a stretch generating here, and then we're going to work our way up to your ear. If you're jumping to your ear, you bypassed a bunch of different areas, and you're stretching just one spot in your neck. I want a long stretch all the way from your ear to your shoulder. So all you have to do, what I'm doing here is just trying to grab as low as possible, and I'm showing you the stretch is rolling from here all the way up. Here, all the way up. And we're going to do that with a deep breath. Now, if you had neck pain, you probably won't be able to go that far. It might look just like this. Small, dropping down. See that? From here, all you're going to do now is, because you already started to work your neck in the upper part of your head, you're going to start to swing your chin up. Breath. That deep upper chest breath is going to now get this to open. And then down. Then down. Look at the floor. Look at the ceiling. Look at the floor. Relax. Shrug the shoulder. You might notice you have a little bit more range of motion with that shoulder. You might have a little bit better communication within that shoulder. And then repeat the other side. Take a deep breath, bring it down. Take a deep breath, bring it down, and then slightly bring it over. Deep breath, down. Deep breath, shoulder down, feeling the stretch all the way through here. Then look up. Look down. Deep breath. Up. Now, remember, I've been teaching all lower breath. Now we're talking about upper breath. We're trying to get that first rib to want to move. Right? First, in that trigger point world, in that upper back, we also got that rib cage to start one move. That's why we need to get that deep down fiber. That's where things are going to start really popping. Now we're getting it to move. Do that 4 or 5 times. And if you collaborate trigger point work with stretching and you do that 3 or 4 times today, that neck pain should be gone. Should be gone. Especially if you're doing it on your body's terms in a nice spool down world and you're actually dealing with your problem now that you have a clear brain, you have more blood flow going here, things will start dramatically shifting. Now that's the key here. You're not here just to sit in the soup and stay there and pout and be powerless. It's now sit in the soup, see what's happening, and then take your first, next rational step. Right? That's all that needs to happen. It might just be come to the person like, you know what? There's an issue here. I'm not really sure what it is, but can we put a pin in this for a second? Like, can we just talk later at a different point instead of trying to go head on and just not getting anywhere? Just, can we put a pin in it? If you're talking about a spouse or a significant other, can we talk about it in a couple days? If you're talking about with your best friend, it's like, you know what? I know we can't come up with a problem just yet, but you know, with a solution, can we just get along for a half a second? Can we just calm down and we'll talk about it at a different time? Like, we will talk about it. Deal with it. Deal with it. Next rational step, do all your trigger point work, spool the system down. Every issue that will ever come your way will go away. Believe me, especially if you keep yourself safe. Now, that's a whole nother ballgame that I just brought up, but we need to be safe. Do everything that's comfortable to you. Just because I'm showing you all that stuff, if you can't do this, don't do it. Find an alternative that you feel safe with. All right? I'm done for the year. I will see you next year. Until next year, boys and girls. Later.